Georgia.
Hello.
Great to see you again.
Yeah, you
I
too.
know you're here to pick up your custom Scott foil from Eureka Cycle Sports today, but it's a good opportunity for us to have a chat about the forthcoming season. So just to recap on last year, you had a great season. Retained your junior European Championship and come in second in the world in London. So what was really the highlight of the year for you?
Well, I was happy with the race in London, but obviously I wanted the win. But I think for me it was probably retaining the European title because I'd had time off for injury, and then coming back and winning that, I didn't see it at all. I was just going into the race to do it as my first race. So being able to retain it and get a break on the bike and then just running hard at the front of the race on my own, I think that was definitely the highlight of my season.
So for this year, you move up to the under-23 elite category, Olympic distance racing. Is there anything you've changed this year about your training to move up to the distance?
I've had to up quite a bit of my training, like cycling and stuff, because I need to get the miles in my legs to be able to handle the 40k now instead of 20. Running's increased a little bit. Swimming still stayed the same, but I kind of need to focus a bit more on it, and key sessions I have to nail. But yeah, I've just increased quite a bit of my training. But it's been easy for me to do because there's so many girls around in Leeds for me to train with. It's been easy to increase it, drag me out when I'm feeling a bit tired after upping the training so much. But yeah, it's good for me, it's a good journey.
Cool, great. And I noticed recently you ran a 10k road race, and is that part of the strategy to get used to the distance, pacing, or what was the reason for that?
Yeah, because I've not really done a 10k at all, so I didn't want to go into a triathlon with that being my first 10k. Like, we've already having done like an hour and a half worth of racing. You don't want to do 10k straight out after that. So yeah, I needed to see where I was at with the 10k times and stuff, and set me up for the season really, ready for triathlon, see what races I can get into. But I wasn't expecting to run that fast at all. But it's just like, we'll go into it nice and relaxed, don't really think about it, just run the race, see what you've got. If you die, then I just die and blow up at like 2k to go or something. But it was a really good race for me, but it was like every K it counted down, and I was like, oh no, still got 7k to go. But it was good because it was mixed abilities and with males and females as well, so you could get into little groups, then keep picking them off, aim for up the road, other guys up the road, pick them off and keep getting in groups like that. It was really good.
And I didn't notice what time did you do on that race?
I did 33:34. So it's a good one and I won the race. I wasn't expecting that, but it was amazing. Like running next to Helen Clitheroe, and you're just like, oh my God, you're Helen Clitheroe. Like, this is crazy, and then dropping her and stuff like that was so amazing today.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really good, really good. You've had a great winter training, obviously, and I think probably the highlight from the running point of view was winning the UK Junior cross-country champs as well.
Yeah, winning nationals.
Was that a surprise as well?
Yes, definitely. Like, I knew I really wanted to race Amelia, but she was ill there and stuff, so it would have been good to finish off like being a junior with her as well, because we've been through the process of growing older and stuff together. But it was amazing to win that, and like I basically went straight from the gun, and the first corner I think I had like 20 meters, but I didn't even realise until I watched the video back afterwards how much like I'd had on the rest of the field. And yeah, it was just amazing to be able to run up front and then get that title, and that was the end of my cross-country season there.
Okay.
So yeah, they gave me the rose when I crossed the line, every win I get, so which was really cool to get.
Will you be planning on doing cross-country next year as well?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I always want to do cross-country in the winter because it just keeps me focused.
Looking at this year, looking ahead, what are your main targets, and what do you realistically hope to achieve this year then?
I want to try and get into some of the World Series races, so hopefully like London and Hamburg, because they're both sprint races, so ease me into the series, into the circuit with the older girls. But then I want to do European under-23s, which are in Russia and Penza, so it's going to be an epic journey to get there. I've heard about it, it's not great. But yeah, I guess that'll be probably my first Olympic distance there. So do European under-23s, and then hopefully qualify for World under-23s from that. and that's in Edmonton in Canada in August. So yeah, I want a bit of a low-key season really, just ease my way into racing, not too many Olympic distances, and just enjoy it really.
I think that sounds sensible to me.
Yeah.
So you're still very young, obviously, still at uni, still training hard.
Yeah.
What your ultimate? Have you got any long-term ambitions, or?
Yeah, well, I want to. Well, it's like there's Rio. I obviously want to make the team. Try and make the team. It's still 2 years away. I thought Commonwealth's a bit too soon because I'm only just going into Olympic distance now. It would be amazing to be in the team, but it's a bit too soon. So hopefully got my eye on Rio, so that's not too far away, but I can keep chipping away then, and then 2020 Olympics as well, and then just basically racing in the World Series would be amazing to get onto that circuit.
And what do you consider your secret weapon in triathlon?
Probably the run.
Yeah,
when you get onto the run, everyone always asks what's the best part of triathlon, what's your favourite bit, and I would say the run because I'm like, it's the last one because they're done after that. But but I do enjoy the run, and it's always interesting because it is the end of the race, and these days it does come down to a foot race really. So yeah, it is good fun at the run, finishing it off.
And to date, which of the three disciplines do you think you've made most progress in over the last year or so? Definitely
the bike, because I look back now and, well, not just the last year, like the last few years, from when I first started triathlon when I was 15, I was so bad on the bike back then. I did an hour every other week on the bike, and I thought, that's enough for me, I'm so tired now. And I just look back going on to training camps to the British squad, all the young ones, and I would be in the van every time. I couldn't finish off the rides. I'd be getting off on the hills and pushing my bike up, and so many tears. And then now you look back and you think, wow, I've actually come a long way. And I think for the coaches, it must be amazing to see us all grow up and change so much and get so much stronger. And now I'm never going in that van again. I'm not going same foot in it.
So I've seen a few of your races, and what sort of style do you like to ride the bike in a triathlon? I mean, I may be wrong here, but you appear to be to ride on the front and perhaps make the other girls hurt a little bit like the Brownlees. And would that be right? Would that be right
I think so. Yeah, because I just think, what's the point in doing a race if you're not going to work hard in each discipline? I've not entered it to pedal around on the bike easy and then just for it to come down to a run race. So you may as well work hard on the bike and push it and see, push the other girls and stuff. At Worlds in London for the World Juniors, that's my aim, was I wanted to try and get a break on the bike with the other girls, and I did keep trying, but it wasn't quite there. But yeah, it's just there's no point in sitting on the back of people. You may as well ride hard at the front.
Ride hard, great.
Yeah.
Of course, to ride like that off the front, you need a bike and equipment that's going to give you every advantage possible, particularly if you're on the front.
Yeah.
This year you're going to be on a Scott foil with some Shred Red group set, Ritchie components, and the super fast Mavic CXR 60 wheels. How important do you think equipment is at elite level racing these days?
Oh, it's really, you can't just rock up with a standard bike. Everyone, you look onto the blue carpet in transition, and all the bikes in there, you think, wow, these are amazing. And you definitely need the aerodynamics and stuff of the bikes, and the wheels make such a big difference. And the weight of the bike and everything. It's just, especially if you want to ride hard off the front.
Exactly.
So you can't just turn up with a bog standard bike, you need something special to help you with that.
Well, hopefully that's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Just one final question for you. I know you love to bake. I've seen some examples of your cakes on Twitter. But for the benefit of the Eureka Cafe fans and the like, what's your favourite drink and cake?
I do love getting a nice cappuccino at a cafe stop, and then there's so many different cakes I like. I love a carrot cake, and I love a tea cake at a cafe stop, and there's so many different ones I love. but Holly makes some amazing cakes.
Have you tasted any today then, have you?
Not today, I'm waiting.
You're waiting?
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to come out.
That's great, Georgia.
Thank you.
very much for your time.
Thank you so
of
much.
course, we wish you the best of luck for the coming season
Thank
and
you.
your studies at Leeds.
Thank you.